Hello everyone and welcome back to another new edition of my channel. This is Assassin's Creed 3, the remastered version. So hope y'all enjoy this. Oh nice. They got the remastered of both Liberation and Assassin's Creed 3 on here. So, alright. Well, let's take a look at this Assassin's Creed stuff. So let's go through the menu first. Alright, first, if we click on extra content, it brings up this page.
A flower!
And, it has concept art stuff, I guess. And then it has the various different things here that were all brought out before the final product. So let's take a look. Kind of interested to see about this stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at each one of these first. So, Assassin's Creed 3 announcement. Let's take a look.
Back.
Determine whether Americans are to be free men or slaves. Our cruel and unrelenting enemy leaves us only the choice of brave resistance or the most abject submission. We have, therefore, to resolve to conquer or die.
Alright, Assassin's Creed 3. I guess just the announcement for the game. You know. Okay. The E3 CGI trailer. Okay.
Watch them fight and die in the name of freedom. They speak of liberty and justice, but for who?
That's one way to stand and fight. One versus all. Alright, making a masterpiece. So there's no time on these videos to tell you how long they are.
It's one of the most anticipated titles in gaming history. Now, in this 4-part series, get an inside look on the making of this truly revolutionary game. Inside the process of the creative team, the designers, writers, artists, and animators who brought it to life.
That's what we need. It's going to be better than this cloud of smoke.
Inside the technical breakthroughs that made it all possible. And inside the American Revolution, with interviews from war historians.
There was a slaughter on the ground.
Soldiers.
It's guerrilla warfare.
And weapons experts.
They would use their weapon in whatever way they could.
Who show us just how brutal the war really was. This is Inside Assassin's Creed 3.
I don't think people realize how big an undertaking it is, how many people it takes to sort of achieve the level of quality and scope that we have.
Assassin's Creed 3 is a big scale game. The amount of things that are produced per day, that are developed per day, it's amazing.
The team has grown to be several hundred people in 5 studios around the world, all of them working on really specific elements, so the amount of work is just staggering.
In total, it's over 30 hours of gameplay, and we have 2.5 hours of cinematics, which is as much as any major night movie, or even more.
We have an amazing team on AC3. Everyone's super passionate about the project.
When we started AC3, we knew it had to be big and ambitious and different.
It's very rare in your career that you get an opportunity to try and go for the gold medal, and we really felt like this was our shot at it. A lot of tired people on the floor right now, but a lot of happy, tired people.
What's that? Okay.
We've always tried to pick exciting periods in history, then drop the player in, so they're exploring that time as well as our fictional story.
Make ready. Present.
The American Revolution was a very pivotal time because the concept of self-government, as opposed to being governed by royals, it was very radical for the era.
It's a great setting for a game because there's high stakes. It was the founding of a nation. It was a time when an individual could make a difference. It was all or nothing. They had to win or die.
The Revolutionary War was an incredibly brutal experience.
This is something you just don't really hear about in the history books, and something we wanted to bring to life in the game.
Connor is our new hero in Assassin's Creed 3. He's half British, half Mohawk. He's humble, more grounded to nature type of person.
We did a lot of research into Native American culture. We've recorded dialogue in their native language.
Excellent. I loved it.
And we've tried very hard to reflect their culture as accurately as possible.
His name, Radum Hagedum, it refers to a life that is scratched, meaning that he had to struggle to survive.
Connor, as a hero, is someone who sees himself as a defender of the people.
He's more inclined to justice than revenge.
One thing to declare our independence. And now, my friend, we must make it so.
Connor's goal is to assassinate key historical figures at major battles, at major events during the Revolution.
He's a stealth operator. He can come out and viciously make a great kill, then blend right back in.
If George Washington would have had Connor on his team, he wouldn't have needed many other people.
Anvil Next is an engine that gives us the possibility to do things that were not possible to do before.
The weather system, the seasons, the formidable snow, bigger worlds in general, the ocean. It's the sum of 3 years of improvements that we've built upon. Brand new navigation system, brand new combat system, 2,500 characters on screen at any one time, being able to cut through interiors in the city. Anvil Next is a massive leap forward in terms of gameplay opportunities.
Cliffs, trees, climbable stuff, the water, that was really exciting but also very challenging.
We've got the frontier as well. We've got two of our major cities, Boston and New York.
Once we dug up maps from the period, we tried to match street for street or major avenue for major avenue. We recreated Boston and New York at about 1:3 scale.
We set out with crazy ambitions for this game, and with Anvil Next, it brings the experience to a whole new level.
The fascinating thing for us is that we can bring history to life. We can actually make it a place that's explorable and vibrant and real. We hope we're offering by far the biggest and best Assassins yet.
Next time on Inside Assassin's Creed 3, combat, weapons, and tactics.
American tactics were really frowned upon by the British.
He's trained in a very different style of fighting to the British soldiers.
Let's go now.
Connor is essentially the first guerrilla fighter.
Alright, so we could watch each one of those, but it's going to take some time. So let's go and see these different sketches as we go here. Nice.
Yellow. It's a decoy.
These are really cool concepts, though. You can tell they really took some time to really get them right.
No. Right, it's a seahorse. Seahorse. That's a bird.
Wow.
A turtle. 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 Survive into that. Octopus.
That's cool. So that's those Assassin's Creed keys that you see throughout the series. The apples of Eden, so to speak, or you know, like Templar keys. I really like the way they designed this. It's really nice. Animals, okay. There's still quite a bit to go through here. Yeah, they had to get really detailed with the inside of the pyramid and how that would look. There's that apple eating the staff that we keep talking about. Now, Homestead is a place throughout the game that you go back to, like, for your later missions and later sequences. Almost done. And then we'll save those other videos for later so we can get into the game a little bit. Probably won't be able to get too far now. Hidden blade concepts. Nice. Sure, that took a lot of detail to get that right. Alright, so this is all that stuff, all the concepts and whatnot, and then later, when we play some more, we'll play some more of these videos, but for now, since we still got another 5 videos, and we played 3 of them, then I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and then we'll, you know, on each one we'll do a little bit more. And so that way we're spacing it out. But let's get started on Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. We got Liberation as well, but let's get started on this Assassin's Creed 3 here. That's pretty cool though. I like that a lot. Definitely gives some insight to what the developers were doing when they made the game. Okay. And that wasn't in the original Assassin's Creed 3, right? It was in the just in this one. All right. And this has also the DLC with it, which wasn't in the original thing either. You had to purchase that separate. Tweak the experience. Okay, let's play the story. So let's get the first part started out here.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars, as the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years, even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets. When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be, when it does. They've been guiding us in their own fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first civilization, the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands the apple of Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him, however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Okay. And here we are.
We're here. Let's go.
Alright. Walk with the left stick, look with the right stick.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
It goes without saying, but that little icon that keeps popping up is a little save. So we see that we can stop after that anytime. As that will, it will save at that moment.
I think we're here.
Okay, here we go. R2 to run. X to jump.
It's a dolphin!
The key. You must find the key.
Son? Sir.
Bleeding effects.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So naturally, you dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay?
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you, and I didn't want to risk severing the connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
No, it's fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key. There's no idea where it is, though. Guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
She?
Juno, Dad. She's talking to me.
Okay, Desmond. While you were, visiting Constantinople, we picked up a software update for the Animus. I'd like to run a couple of quick tests, make sure there aren't any major issues.
All right. What do you need me to do?
We'll start simple. Walk to the marker over there.
And what she meant by that was in Revelations, which we'll do it eventually. I have beaten that one as well in the past. Basically, he was stuck in between on
Okay, Desmond. Let's
after
practice
Brotherhood.
climbing on these objects.
Alright, hold R2 to start climbing, left stick to move while climbing. Okay. Alright. Alright.
Free run your way through this little obstacle course.
Hold R2 and left stick to free run. So no longer needing the jump at all when doing this. It'll just do it automatically for you. So you don't lose your footing.
That's a constraint. These are optional objectives that raise your synchronization rate. All right, Desmond. Follow the on-screen instructions and kill the 2 Templars. All you have to do here is jump the gap.
Well, that wasn't necessarily an air assassinate, but still. Okay. Jump over to the marker. Okay. Okay, so that one requires a jump, but not the other one. this one requires a jump as well. But not all of them do, is what I'm getting at. Alright.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be
Rude.
able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Brood Awakening trophy earned. Mission complete, full synchronization. Nice. Okay. Alright. Got a few more minutes and probably about 10 or 15 minutes.
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Okay. Well, let's see what this does. A deadly performance. Sequence 1. Theater Royal on Covent Garden, 1754.
Shall I take your coat, sir?
Alright. Leave the Animus to...
And gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Leave the Animus to read new emails. Animus tutorial update. Alright, so main objective, find a seat. Okay. Let's go find a seat then.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
Alright.
My apologies.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
I already have.
Well, this shall be interesting. Find a secluded area to climb.
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Okay. So off we go. Hold R2 to start climbing. Left stick while climbing to go around. Wonder if anybody sees me down there, you know, like. But hold on, let's see here. Options, okay. General. HUD. No, none of that stuff. Oh, okay. Subtitles are on. Let's see here. Brightness. Alright. See, now I can actually see all those people down there when I couldn't before. How do all these people not see me? You know? Like... Anyway. We're not going to keep it this bright. I just wanted to kind of make my point on as to why I needed the brightness on for that. Okay. Pick the lock. Use the left stick to locate and hold the tension angle. Use right stick to hold the raking angle. R2 to break the lock. Okay. Should be able to finish this part before we finish up. Alright. Find a way across the stage. They're down there performing and I'm going to cross the stage.
Blue and a popsicle.
Haytham. You should have come to me. We would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
You gotta be quick. See, if you're not quick, you're not gonna be able to get out. Yep.
Come, please! Over there! That's the one with the murder! That man there! Seize him! A man was killed in the upper balcony. But I've done no wrong. I search him. Any weapons? I beg your pardon. Did they fire the killing? Patience, please! Let us through. Peace, friends. There is no danger. No danger. Try to remember. It happened right in that balcony. What are those men doing in there? I'm staying where it stays.
Like, how in the world did this happen? With all these people?
Peace, friends. There is no danger. Imbecile. Where are you going?
Everybody else is like almost very close, and you're not even stopping the guy with all the armor on or whatever. It's like, and that's not suspicious at all, right?
You're hungry,
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
I'll get her out.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them. They are still an enigma, these precursors. But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
I assume you know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen,
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side, you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth, Hatham, and bring honor to us all.
Alright, Deadly Performance Sequence 1 completed. Full synchronization. Or is it all of Sequence 1? I'm not sure, but autosave is going, so this is where we're going to stop at, and once it gives me back control, Atlantic Ocean Day 2. As soon as it gives me back control, then we'll go back to the main menu and continue from here on the next edition. So stay tuned for that.
Some fresh air might do me good.
Okay, so we will continue from here on the next edition, so stay tuned for that. I guess this was not the end of Sequence 1, so it's still on Sequence 1. Providence was one of the many sailing ships of the British Merchant Navy, which basically means it was a trade ship rather than one man for war. You'll notice it's carrying cannon, but those are mainly for protection against pirate or privateer vessels, or for turning the ship into a privateer vessel should the need arise. The ship was built in 1748 and made several trips a year between Britain and North American colonies, with occasional visit to the West Indies. The manifest doesn't indicate anything particularly interesting, mostly it carried staples like tea, molasses, and cloth. Captivated by its owner, one Samuel Smith, who got something of a reputation among sailors for both cruelty to his crew and penny pinching on rations. Incidentally, that's not exactly a way to keep good sailors on board. The crew is probably both inexperienced and disgruntled. Ideally, you want an experienced crew who are hugely gruntled. Although you likely don't know much about running an 18th century sailing vessel, odds are you won't notice a difference. Okay. Well, we will get more into that on the next one, and check out these other entries as well. But for now, let's see, we'll be able to check into the that, I'm sure, sometime on the next stream. But thank you guys for tuning into this edition, this opening of Assassin's Creed 3. We'll see you guys soon for more. Exit the bundle menu. Accept. And we'll see you guys soon for more. Stay tuned, and thank you all for checking this out.